Keenan Shanholtz here, West Virginia Land and Home Realty. Today we're taking a look at lot 234 in the Bluffs, and this is going to take a little bit. There's a lot to tell about this lot. It has a lot of features, a lot of cool things about it, and for starters, I mean, this would be one of your view options that kind of looks southeast somewhat into Romney Mountain there. And we'll go down and look at the plat here real quick, but let me just show you how nice this lot lays. I mean, this lot lays super nice. You know, for all intents and purposes, it's flat and it's on top of the mountain here. It's elevated at 1,600 feet. But what I want to show you, okay. So, and I'm going to do this video kind of backwards. But if this is the lot here, lot 234, it's 20.03 acres. And this road that you see is what's right in front of me. This is an old logging road. And this lot actually fronts on 3 different community roads. This is Harmison's Bluff Point, this is Dumpling Ridge, and it actually catches Dome in here. There's like an intersection right here. And right at the intersection is where this old logging road runs all the way down through the lot from one road to the next. And essentially, you would use that as your driveway, you know, utilize it one way or the other, depending on where you want to build out on the lot. And then there's 3 acres of this lot that's actually in Mineral County. The lot's taxed in Hampshire County, but the odds are you're probably going to be, you know, it's taxed all in Hampshire County, even though there's 3 acres of it in Mineral County. Where you build at's more than likely than not going to be in Hampshire County. But, so I just want to point out this little road right here, and I'm going to show you that here in a minute on the ground. And then I want to show you the topo map. So, let me get that turned around. I'm basically about right here right now, you know. And you can see how spaced apart the lines are here. That's all because it lays really nice. And, you know, it just gets a little steep down here in this one corner. But you got a 100% usable lot here, which is really hard to do in any of these 20-acre lot communities. But I want to show you here. So that's actually the road bed that you see on the plat running down through there. And that goes out and comes out down on Dumpling. And then you could see how, you know, that's the road bed. I mean, there's just stuff kind of growed up in the road bed and stuff. But that's something that you could easily utilize, you know, as a driveway. I mean, just check out the view you got here. And this lot has a ton of hardwoods on it. Like you could see, these are all white oaks right in here. And you're not going to see more deer sign than any other lot in the Bluffs than you're going to see right here. I mean, it's a bedding area for the deer in here. They like it because they lay in the sun here, and it's thicker in the summertime. Like, you know, it's nice in the wintertime. But this lot's pretty lush and green when the leaves are on. But I just want to walk you around here a little bit instead of doing multiple video clips. Let me walk you around some. But this will give you an idea of how nice this lot lays. But it's got, you know, a lot of different oak trees on it, maples, cherries, you know. And even though the lot kind of lays in between these roads, like where I'm at here, you could build here and nobody's going to see you. I mean, you could have total privacy on this lot. I mean, that's even looking more east like that. I mean, you got to remember, you're elevated at 1,600 foot here on top of Middle Ridge. So kind of like no matter where you pick in here, you're going to have, you know, nice views. I mean, there's just all kinds of options. I mean, to me, like where we started there, I mean, that would probably be the best building site that would give you the most privacy. And that's probably the most easily obtainable view you kind of got looking southeast there like that. But, let me just pan around here. And this lot's like an elevated plateau in between these roads. So Dumpling Ridge is not very far down there, but you're kind of elevated up here on this little peak, and you're hidden from everything. And same with Harmison's Bluff Road over there. Like, there's a bank at the road that drops down, so you're elevated over the road bank, so like nobody knows you're here on this lot. Isn't that pretty? And here's what I'm talking about. Like, the deer are just crazy, insane on this lot. This huge oak right here. Some really nice trees in here. There's spots where it's more open, like right in here. And then there's places where you got some briars and it's a little bit thicker. But, I mean, it's super easy to get around on this lot. I know the sun's in your face right there, but... You know, if you wanted to come over here, you know, like... I'll zoom this in a little bit. Yeah, the sun's in your face. But Dumpling Ridge Road is right, you know, like kind of like right there. And then you're kind of looking more south that way, you know, and you got room here to cut whatever trees you need to cut to obtain whatever view you want here on this lot. And like I said, this lot has electric running around basically every side of it. So easy to pull electricity in here. I mean, it's basically wherever you want to get it from, the shortest distance, you can get it here. But I'll take you out through here a little bit more. I hate that the sun's in my face right here. But it's just a really, really pretty lot. Usable. I mean, so many people call me and say, hey, you know, I want a lot that I can do something with. You know, I want to be able to, you know, hunt, shoot, you know, which you can do that on just about any lot. But, you know, if you want to ride ATVs or something like that, that's a hard ask in a lot of these places, you know. But this lot would be easy. If you had young kids that like to ride and stuff like that, I mean, they would be safe on this lot. Nothing treacherous, easy to get around on. But I'll take you over here and we'll look back to the west here a little bit, and I'll show you what that looks like, and then we'll kind of go back up to the beginning. But you could hear a pin drop up here. It's quiet, private, and usable. Keenan Shanholtz here again, West Virginia Land and Home Realty on lot 234 in the Bluffs. And this is going to be video clip number 2. Before my papers blow away, I want to show you where we're at on here. You see this tip out in here. Well, this is Harmison's Bluff Point. This is Dumpling Ridge coming back. And right here in this corner, kind of where we're at, I want to show you what you can get from right here. So, if you wanted to build right here, you're going to be somewhat close to this road intersection. Now, I mean, this is obviously not a heavily traveled road or anything. And this little section, this little tip, sets up. I mean, it's elevated. But if you wanted to build something right here, you kind of can get it, most all of it from right here. So you got a big view here, because you know, you'll clear out a spot looking to the south. And then, you know, the premium view in here in the Bluffs is this west-facing view. Looking this direction, looking to the west, like over the Patterson Creek Valley and everything. Now, if you build here, you can get a wintertime view. I mean, you could see, I mean, this might not zoom that great, but, you know, you can get a wintertime view, but the road's right there. And you'd be looking through the electric line and stuff, you know, where they're strung up along the road there. But, I mean, it wouldn't be, like, completely unobstructed, and it wouldn't be year-round. But if you're right here on this point, you can kind of get your views looking to the west, back to the south. I mean, that's just, like I said, this lot offers a ton of options, you know, in terms of your building site and everything. But we'll walk down here and I'll kind of show you what it looks like. But, I mean, I don't know how much road frontage this lot has. I mean, a ton. But this is Harmison's Bluff Point Road right here. And you could see, I mean, as the road goes up, there's a little bit of a bank up over to get onto this lot. But, you know, that's kind of like what it's like looking west. I mean, you're all the way on top of the world up here. You're just, like I said, on a big plateau up here on top of the mountain. It's really the only lot in the Bluffs I know is really kind of like it. You know, it's kind of a one-of-a-kind lot that it's up high and it's all flat. It's just kind of up on the plateau, like I said. But I'll go up here and do a video, you know, where my truck's parked. Like I said, we'll just do this one a little bit backwards here today. But you going around there, Dumpling Ridge turns off to the left, and like I said, it follows Dumpling Ridge down there for a good ways. You could come in that way to your build site, like the first place I took the video. It's probably actually a little bit shorter to come in off of Dumpling, but you know, it's not that much difference one way or the other. Keenan Chenholtz here again, West Virginia Land and Home Realty. Just want to take one last video here on lot 234 to kind of explain how this works right here. It's pretty easy, but so we are right here. And if you see this road coming this way is actually Grace's Cabin Road. Doman turns off like this. Harmison's Bluff Point picks up here, comes back Dumpling like that. And like I said, this is where the old logging road takes off that runs from, you know, all the way through the property like that. But, so when you're up here, where I got the ribbons on a tree, that's one corner that way. And then this is Harmison's Bluff. This is kind of like the terminus, the end of Grace's Cabin Road, so to speak. And then, like I said, this is Harmison's Bluff Point that takes off, you know, this way. But when you're right here at the intersection, you'll see my sign here on the tree. And basically right here when you're at the intersection is where the old logging road takes off and kind of goes down through the property. And I'll just show you that, and then we'll call it quits on this one. But one thing you're gonna see, look at all the deer tracks. That's how you know if you really have game on your property. You're there in the snow and you see tracks. That's usually a pretty good sign. They use this road too. But this right here is the old logging road that shows on the map. I mean, you know, there's just stuff across it, but it runs all the way down through there to Dumpling. But, I mean, you could even see what the view's like from up here. I mean, this is just a really, really super nice lot. If you value usable ground, this one's tough to beat. I mean, whether you're looking in the Bluffs, Ashton Woods, Mountain Air, River Ridge, I mean, you'd be hard-pressed to find a 20-acre lot anywhere that lays as good as this. So just put your head around that, come check it out, and let's make a deal. Keenan Chenholtz here, West Virginia Land and Home Realty. I'm at the Bluffs on the Potomac Community River Access area on the South Branch of Potomac River. And this is one heck of a nice feature that most developments around here, hardly any for that matter, have. But it's kind of like a little park down here. There's picnic benches, pavilions, so you can come down here and have a picnic. It kind of makes the Bluffs a four-season retreat, you know, because if you like to hunt or you like to be up here in the fall when the leaves are changing, it also gives you an opportunity to be here in the summer and do a float trip on the river or just come down here and hang out. You'll see they got steps down to the river right there, you know, so you can take out and stuff, and you'll see some geese down there floating in the river. The South Branch is good for like a canoe, kayak, john boat, you know, tube. There's smallmouth, largemouth, catfish, carp, the whole bit in here. And there's a DNR access point about 3 miles upriver from here if you want to do a half-day trip. Or you can put in at the bridge at Romney, which is about 8 miles up, and that's a nice all-day trip down to here. So just a very, very nice feature that not too many places have And that's one of the reasons that the Bluffs is such a popular place. But just check it out. It's hot out today. I might get in.